Podcast. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for just giving me a little moment in your time because I ain't gonna waste it. I'm gonna say, hey, shout out to you because you are great. You are blessed. You are a blessing. If you need anything, call in on the Humming Podcast, text in, be like, hey, your boy need that. I need that information. I need that bag. I need that check. I need that book. I need that this. I need that. I need that do. I need what it is. Let your boy know because I got it. I got it on deck and I keep it on deck. I stay with it. Long time coming, your boy came up on the podcast back in 2018, and I've been running ever since. Shout out to your boy. You know how it is. We also got a big plug to the Breakfast Club, right? We finna make a big distraction in the algorithm on Twitter on X. So I need you to follow X Do Science on X. You feel me? We finna send a video out where we're gonna send out a message to somebody who is real relevant. Just like it is supposed to be, they real relevant. I just got the confirmation too that my video quality through my laptop is not up to par because when I stream through my phone, your boy look 100 times better. And then when I stream to you guys directly through my laptop, your boy look about 5 times, like 5x. So right now, you know your boy is mid age, but it look like I'm about to de-age, extra age. You know, I look a little bit older because it ain't getting them features that I needed to collect. You feel me? That phone gonna collect them features, feel me? But that other stuff, it ain't collecting them features on my laptop. That phone be collecting them features, and I need that. I need that not only for me, but I need that for y'all. Because at the end of the day, I'm nothing without y'all. Because uh, at the end of the day, y'all the ones who viewing this. Y'all the one want to see some good content, and I can't bring that good content to y'all when it comes to the computer screen looking like it ain't supposed to be looking. I need that computer screen looking like it's supposed to be, and just like that phone be having me be looking glamorous, like that boy Jack Harlow made that song GLAM or whatever. I need to be looking glamorous on that bike. I need to be looking glamorous in that camera. You know what I'm talking about? But we gonna send that out as soon as the podcast over with. As soon as the live stream is done through Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, YouTube. Through we also I don't know where else we gonna be live at, but we live a lot of other places too. I'm not on here to waste y'all time, like I told you. But listen, today we're gonna be reading through. We finally gonna get into OG Wiz, my guy, because he is fire. I'm gonna read it the best of my ability, and I'm not gonna take too long getting to it because look, OG Wiz is fire. This is the new comic that I'm kind of interested in, and I'm so interested in it because I found it at a local resale of games and books and movies and items, electronics and different things. So I found it at a local retailing place, So I'm excited about that, and it was a secret find for me. Usually I find secret items, and I usually collect them well. I collected this one, and this is the one that I'm bringing to you guys right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on over to OG Wiz. Boom, that's OG. That's OG. 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 What's up with you, my guy? Look at OG. That boy right here. That OG. That's his homie. OG Fire. But look at this. I guess we're gonna read it like this. Cause that's the way we're gonna do it. But let's jump right in. Cause I don't want to waste your time. You feel me? Okay. Whoever, whatever that could be, we're gonna blame that on the win. This one is called OG the Private Detectives. Listen to this unsigned letter I just received, Uncle Titus. You're interrupting this fascinating piece in the Mink Growers Gazette of July 1902 for some dumb letter? Man will never fly. It's called. Your company president will not leave the toy convention alive. Yee! A threat to my life. You haven't been president since you traded the company for a kid's shoe shine box. Now they're threatening the kid's life, and you call me a dope? Dope. This is good. As VP, your duty to the company is to hire detectives to protect the boy. Yes, but what about my duty to me? Your duty to you is to hire the worst detectives you can find. Oh, Uncle Titus, you are a killer. Later in the president's office, Miss Trinket, a letter to the president's. Dear Prez, but you are the president, OG. None of the company, not of the company, of the country. Concerning our international trade problems, I mailed $4.98 to the London Toy Co. 3 months ago and still haven't received my Battle of Waterloo. Sincerely, your fellow Prez. Wow. OG, this is the secret new toy you're taking to the convention, and your security men are here. Oh, good, show them in. Fool, who needs security? Have you handled any big cases? Oh, well, I'm gonna jump across instead of reading straight down. Here they are, the two best detectives anywhere. Who do he mean, Cillian? Cillian? Dick Tracy and Sherlock Holmes? Who else, Kermit? Why do I have to less than complete faith in them? Said the girl. I don't know. They look pretty good to me, said OG. Um, have you handled any big cases? Sure, cases of onions, peas. When we worked at the Grubler's supermarket, not them kind of cases, idiot. Psh, ow! Look, that's me doing his little signal. He hit him right there. He said, "Ow!" And then he stumped on his toe. I'm not sure they're very smart, OG. I'll test them. Quick, who killed Cock Robin and how? A sparrow with the bow and arrow. Who stole the queen's tarts? The knave old hearts. They're pretty smart. I don't think that test was too practical. Off to the airport now. Guard both the toy and the boy. That's easy to remember. It rhymes. Quickly into my clever disguise and then taxi! The airport and hurry. Buddy, if you hurried less, you wouldn't put your beard on crooked. Hi, I'm Jenny, your stewardess. What beverage would you like? Coffee? Milk? Tea? And that OG sitting right in between them talking about some milk. And you, sir, coffee, tea, or beer? Oops. Drat! I thought it was straight this time. What's so important about one toy, OG? We always keep our new model secret until the premiere at the show. Absolutely. I do the same. What's premiere? I'm Mel Mallet, Toledo's Toys. Have you met me? Or have we met? Sorry. 9. Adolf Schnuck from Switzerland. First trip. Everybody's wondering what Tinkle Toys will show. Why not sneak a look? Room 1812 of their hotel. They've never given out their room number before. Whatever you do, man, don't tell our room number to anyone. We won't, OG. Yep, Twinkle Toys secret model is in room 1812. Some secret. I forget the number, but it's a famous date. 1619, the year of the Pilgrims landed. 1776. That's right. 1492. Did they give us a big room enough? Us a big enough room? Big enough for a basketball game? Yes, but if we want to play, they'll have to send us up a ball or two baskets. Good gravy. Our room's been ransacked by vandals. Yeah, and I think it was scorched by crooks too. I know what, Mr. Wiz. They always ransack rooms 1492, 1619, 17, or they also ransack rooms 1492, 1619, 1776, 1860, and 1918. Oh, good. Then they weren't after our secret toy. It's just an ordinary, normal crime wave. Swell. I still think the toy is in danger. We'll have to stay up all night to guard it. Okay, how about we play some cards? Will 10 cent a game be okay, OG? Sure, but I don't know a one from a king. Well, folks, the ones is called aces. At dawn, you both lose again, but you've got nothing left to take. True. Then they threw in a little advertisement for the Incredible Hulk, and it was called Up in the Tree. So they advertising that, blah 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 blah, advertising that. Let's get back to the story. Meanwhile, in the living room, I'll sell the secret model to a competitor. Then I'm rich and OG is ruined. I've got it now to. Ow! What's a basketball hoop doing in a $200 hotel suite? That noise. I think we're being robbed. Impossible. The kid took every cent we had. The secret model. Stop, thief. Sam, two half-naked men running in the hall. Must be a veterans convention. Come to bed. Must have ducked into that room. It's the laundry room. I'll hold the door open and we'll both dive in on them. 1, 2. It's a laundry chute, you dumb. Yeah, but I ain't been belly whooping for years. Well, at least we got some dirty sheets to wear out of it. Sam, there are ghosts in the hall. That's better than this TV. Be right there. Soon. You're sure this is Tinkle Toy's secret model, her schnook? Absolutely. Same boat they showed from my inventor cousin Alexander Graham Schnook. Or they said stole. The same they stole. But hurry. Their exhibit entries close in 10 minutes, so you better run. Listen, to beat Twinkle Toys, I'd run the 1 minute mile. Then, please, sirs, you've got to give us more time. Since our entry was stolen, and this is OG pleading to the judges. Very well, 30 minutes extra, not a minute more. Ah, Mr. Mallet of Toledo Toys, what ingenious device have you there? Well, I just bought the U.S. rights from a Swiss company, but I'm not sure what it is, but I'll bet it's a winner. Wait, that's our model. Can you prove it? Well, it looks like the same box. Ha! Okay, open up this year's winner, Judge. I think it's a winner, all right. But in a baking contest, it's a cheesecake. That's what OG screamed out right at the bottom. A cheese. I paid $10,000 for a cheese. I love cheesecake. Sorry, guys. I'm having to move out of the thing right now because I'm still on the thing. So somebody switched the boxes. Yes, her schnook. I think you did. No, I did it. Or Then here's a kicker. No, I did. Huh? You? What are you doing here, Miss Trinket? I thought Thutnose might pull a fasty, so I switched boxes back at the office. I brought the real model myself. Here it is, and it's a beauty. Sorry, madam, but even with the extension, you're 2 minutes late. Oh no, she's not. Remember how you told me your watch is 3 minutes fast? He said they spelled like tree. 3 minutes fast. I told you, dear sir, I wouldn't even speak to you. Don't you remember? You said it was inscribed. Never fly into the fist of fate. Oh, of course, 3 minutes fast. The entry is accepted. Now I'm gonna go get me a chunk of that cheesecake, guy. The line forms on the right. Later. Look at that award. Ain't it a beaut? But why do you keep this stud nose in your fit or in your outfit, OG? Mr. Tweet Nose is dumb, but pretends to be smart. The next man might be the opposite. I'm safer with Mr. Trout Nose. That's called native intelligence. Another foolproof scheme down the tubes. The end. That's OG. We just got a view at OG right then. Who is OG? Well, that story ought to tell you exactly who OG is. He's a young person with blessings on his life. Got so much blessings because I'm like, these guys trying to do all these things, but somebody got his back. OG Wiz. You feel that story? I feel that story because OG is dope. You know, it's a lot of things we go through in this life, a lot of things that we experience, but when you walking righteously, you walking in your path that you're supposed to be in, walking according to something that's bigger than you, hey, protection gonna come and gonna show out for you, just like it did for OG. But listen to this. Not only do I want to read the story of OG Wiz, I also want to let y'all know, man, the Humming Podcast is a place for love, growth, so much positivity. I got so many people I want to shout out right now. Shout out to everybody listening in who is supporting the Humming Podcast. Y'all are blessed. Y'all are great. We just had to get that out the way. Now, we're going to swerve and bend that corner into a whole nother segment of the podcast. This is the Humming Podcast with your host, Kavaski Irvin. Listen up. You know I published Humans of the Ocean, The Newer Places, Humans of the Ocean, and then another Humans of the Ocean book. We got more work. We got 3 more work coming in progress. All of these works include unique creations by your boy, Kavaski. And I just want you to know it don't get more realer than that. As real as it can be is as real as it is. And I want to say shout out to you for being a supporter of mine because when you support me, it's love. You know, and not a lot of creators can say that, but when you support me, it's truly love. Love on my end, I know it's love on your end because you didn't have to do it, what you do. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to support, but you do. So thank you. Go support me by following me on Instagram at XDo Science. XDOSCIENCE. XDo Science. That's the way. Check out your boy with the mini twist. You feel me? So that's the new vibe right now. The mini twist. So as when I do my face like that, it look like that. When I do my face like that, you can tell that clearly. That's just the way I look. So I've always been like that my whole life. Also, on top of me doing those books, the reason why I mentioned those 4 books, and plus I got the extras coming. I want to offer some advice to some people. Not only should you be doing business, right, but you should be doing business with like minds. People who want to do work, people who want to do things with you, people who want to grow their own personal business. So don't ever be stagnant and just do something simply because you are the only source. Work with each other. That's the way to grow, and that's where I come in. into play, you can work with me. My book, Humans of the Ocean, is an opportunity for those who want to see their business in other people's business, who want to collab with other people in business. This is an opportunity for you to collab with me and have some of your work plastered inside of a book that is growing, that has a great message to it. If you copy a copy of Humans of the Ocean, then you'll be able to see the work. But right now, I want to say shout out to all those great creators. Shout out to all those in business for themselves. Um, Real quick, we finna do just a overview of where I've been and what I've been reading and what I've been looking at here lately. So, well, we'll go into what I've been looking at really, and I'm gonna show y'all this. So here is a drawing that I drew. It's gonna be for my best friend. So check out that. It's gonna be for her. I'm gonna give it to her tomorrow. So y'all can see that. This is a small. It's on a small canvas. So my hand is about the size of that. Small. I want to keep it simple. Keep it just light. I want it to be something she could just pick up and hold in her hand like a picture, because she's such a sweet girl, and she brings me so much eye open eye openness about myself, things that I didn't know I was capable of, things I didn't know that I had in me. She brings that into me, and I just am thankful for this girl. This girl is helping me out. She is amazing. So if you don't know her, you need to find out that you need to know me so you can see her. You feel me? Yeah, that's the way. Also, I am not only am I reading magazines like that, but I'm reading Malcolm Gladwell's work. I'm reading a book by a guy named Malcolm or Matthew Kelly. Yeah, Matthew Kelly. Um, and it, and I'm just growing in my relationship with the Lord so much more. Right now, I'm eating some. I shouldn't be eating these, but it's good. White chocolate, white chocolate Kit Kat. You feel me? But in the background, I think I should play us a record while while I talk about what I'm talking about next. So y'all give me a little moment. I'm gonna grab a record and play it for us while we listen. I don't want to grab one that's gonna get itself. I don't want to get one that's gonna be kind of like canceled. I don't know if I'm even be able to play one, man. Simply because I'm using that. I can do it. I can unplug it, but I don't know if I actually want to right now. This right here is a record Morgan Wallen, one of his later ones. It's got a lot of really good songs on it. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play one. As a matter of fact, so we might have to just plug it without it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna unplug my laptop. I need to charge for tomorrow just because. Oh man, I really wanted to do that with you guys. Play a record in the background. It's all right. Don't need it. definitely don't need it. Nobody asked for it anyway. So nobody asked for OG Wiz, but we got him. Okay. Now I am reading those two books, Matthew Kelly, The Rocking Chair Prophet, and I'm reading books by, well, not just one book by Malcolm, but I'm reading a few by Malcolm Gladwell, and I continue to because this is science. It's something worthy of study. Um, in Matthew Kelly's book, he talks about a guy who experienced a, what he would consider a tragedy in his life by the loss of his wife and children. You learn this in the very beginning of the book, so I can actually tell you. But he experiences a tragedy in life. And then he, through that tragedy, he experiences something new in his life. So he goes through a process and becomes a new and eye opened like man about his position in life. And that's Matthew Kelly's take, and it's Christian based. Then we got Malcolm Gladwell's work, and we've talked many times, but here recently, where I was in the book, was I went back into his book called Talking with Strangers. I actually downloaded. I have Audible, and I went ahead and got used one of my credits and got the book. I own the hard copy or the paperback copy, and I now I also have the audio book, so I can do both at the same time. Come to find out, Malcolm Gladwell is a genius. Whoop it is. We knew it. I think most people did, but yeah, he turned his podcast or he turned his audiobook into a podcast now. So he's sitting here reading his book in podcast format, and he does that flawlessly. He brings to light his work in a podcast format where I can show you the. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go to Amazon.com and show you guys how remarkable Malcolm Gladwell's uh, production was. Watch this. I'm gonna share the screen. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Oh, right here. This book got look 200 or 23,853 ratings compared to his others. Let's look at his others, which were equally as good. Oh, let's look at Blink. Let's look at Blink. Blink 13,000. This is in the beginning. 13,000. Okay, okay. Let's he only published this a little while ago. Let's go to Outlier. Oh, I guess Outliers blew it out the wire. Outliers Outliers was probably just as good of an audiobook. But here, the tipping point, which and then so we have the tipping point, and then we have Revenge of the Tipping Point. The tipping point got 9,299 reviews. Outliers got 3,800. So it's doing a little bit better, if you would say, than Talking to Strangers. But who if you don't know Outliers, you don't know Malcolm Gladwell. I mean, this is his. I believe Outliers was his moment where he was at the peak of that hill, and it comes a point where people will say, "Okay, you have to make it over the hill." Malcolm Gladwell did not just make it over the hill in this book. He had that hill, and he continued to fly to the moon. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? He was. It was a hill. Oh, we gotta make it over the hill and come back down. No, sir. He went up and up. He went up and over. You feel me? That was that was. It wasn't like the other words. So he just up up. Look at this. Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers came out in this book was released. I believe if I'm correct, I think it was 2013. But I'm gonna look at the facts. Oh, the Audible release was 2008, so I was way off. I guess I was way off, way back. I thought I was doing something when I purchased this book. You see what I'm saying? I thought I was onto something. Okay, man, I got a thing flying around here. So he like my light right here. Talking to Strangers came out only 2 years ago or 3 years ago. In September the 10th, 2019. I purchased that book. And then he has other books, David and Goliath, What the Dog Saw, The Bomber Mafia. I remember walking through um, a library at in in Mesquite, Texas, and being fascinated by Malcolm Gladwell's work simply because I wanted to one day be an author just like him. And sure enough, guys, your boy did it. And now I am a author of many books as well. Let me go check on some of my work real quick. So yeah, that's me sharing that for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and unshare my screen as we continue to talk. But you got me, guys. If you want to see that video, if you want to see the video of this right here instead of just listening to it, get Spotify and search us up. Then you guys can do that. Browser lacks system permission to share screen. I don't think that's the truth, but that's what it said. I don't believe it. But yeah. Other than that, you got me, guys. Like, check me out. I'm vibing out, doing my podcast with my boy Malcolm Gladwell. He fired. He is fired. And here's my book, Humans of the Ocean, not Humans of the Ocean. So I published this December 19th, 2018, before he published um, Talking to Strangers, and so I'm proud about that. I mean, I knew his work existed, but I didn't know. I didn't know I was gonna be writing like him. You see, my book in African poetry ranks 221 in the world in African poetry. Guys, we have a lot of good poetry in African poetry. See, like seriously, I am not kidding, and I'm 221 in the world. Like, literally, guys, think about this. I'm doing something right now. Like, think about it, bruh. I'm lit right now. 200 in African poetry. My book is poetry, bruh. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm serious. It don't get no realer than that. I ain't trying to be best in the world. I'm trying to be best in what I do. This is what Kavasky Irvin do. So I'm number one to me. I'm number one to me. So 220 people are doing what I'm doing and excelling. And I'm happy for those people. I am not jealous. I'm happy for them. 220 people are doing what I'm doing and we are excelling together. So I'm 221. Let's go in the world. 221 in the world. You get me? So, y'all, I'm lit by that. I'm finna I'm gonna continue. So, in Talking to Strangers with Malcolm Gladwell, as a matter of fact, I guess I guess I can go a little bit deeper, simply for the sake of how much I care about this podcast. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper because this is Humans at Ocean Science Book Club, and I do books. That's what I do. So I'll be right back. As a matter of fact, I don't gotta go too far because I keep it close. I keep it close. It could have been in the other one, but I keep it close. Look, we're gonna go and talk about we're talking about the friends fallacy. So in the friends fallacy, we have Malcolm Gladwell doing his deed. This right here is going to go on. I'm gonna record both. I'm gonna record this on my phone as well. So I ain't got no choice. The vibe is there. We gotta vibe out. And hey, I ain't got no choice. As a matter of fact, I think it could be good for me to. I think I could record this. I think Malcolm would not be able to be mad at me for this. Let's see. I'm lit. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm gonna go to audible.com. I don't think Malcolm will be upset about me for doing it. Don't tell me don't tell me something wrong with it. Wow. It's kind of I went on I went on Audible and they know what I like. Golly, dude. I went on Audible, they know what I like. There must be a cat out there or something messing with our stuff. Stuff getting knocked around out there and everything. I am not feeling it. Okay. So we got Michael Conley right here. Michael Conley right here. They trying to distract me. See, go on X do science, and you'll be able to see one of my latest tweets is this world. The big idea is this world is progressed and moved by attention and distraction, or attraction and distraction. Here's the. I'm going to the library. We're gonna catch this vibe real quick. I don't think y'all gonna need me to share the screen to do this. Here it is. Right now it's at the fraternity, so we're talking about the misunderstanding because we're talking about the talking to strangers idea and how if only you knew the intentions of a person deeper than what you see, then you would know that the heart of the person, and we would have better agreements. And this is in an instance or an example that he talks about is where the a judge could not judge a case because he could not see the face of a woman who was Muslim, and she had over her head a one of those veils, and so he could not see her emotion. He couldn't see the face to tell if she was lying or telling the truth. So here is the we're gonna go back to the friends fallacy. We're gonna talk about how important. We're gonna let Malcolm Gladwell talk about how important it is, and this is gonna be very good. So pay attention, guys, and listen up. I hope that everything comes through clearly, so you can hear it well. Chapter 6. Okay. Not only is this the friend's fallacy, but this is also a the a breaking point in the book. So this is part 3, the beginning of part 3, and it's called transparency. So I'm gonna let them read just a little bit, and then we'll continue. It'd be best.
That creates an immediate problem
We're gonna let this play.
because Monica is Ross's sister and Chandler is Ross's best friend, and neither of them have the courage to tell Ross what is happening. Let me cue up episode 15, titled The One with the Girl Who Hits Joey. At the beginning of episode 15, Ross looks out his window at the apartment across the way and spots his sister Monica in a romantic embrace
Okay.
with Chandler. He's thunderstruck. He runs to Monica's apartment and tries to barge in,
Once.
but the chain is on her door,
Okay,
so he sticks his face into the 6-inch gap.
Chandler! 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 I saw what you were doing through the window! I saw what you were doing to my sister! Now get out here! Listen, we had a good run.
Chandler, alarmed, tries to escape out the window. Monica holds him back.
I can handle Ross. Hold on. Hey, Ross, what's up, bro?
Ross runs inside, lunges at Chandler, and starts to chase him around the kitchen table, shouting, "What the hell are you doing?" Chandler hides behind Monica. Joey and Rachel rush in.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I think Ross knows about me and Monica. Dude, he's right there.
I thought you were my best friend. This is my sister. My best friend and my sister. I cannot believe this.
Did you follow all that? A standard Friends season had so many twists and turns of plot and variations of narrative and emotion that it seems as though viewers would need a flow chart to make sure they didn't lose their way.
See, Malcolm is talking about emotion in this. He's talking about the what is actually making up the show, so we don't get lost. You know, he's trying to do a good job of letting people know not only um, do it has society changed, but society is different, and you'll see that along as you get deeper into the work. Okay, let's continue to listen.
In reality, however, nothing could be further from the truth. If you've ever watched an episode of Friends, you'll know that it is almost impossible to get confused. The show is crystal clear.
Okay, so he's talking about his idea, and we might just end it there. He said it's almost impossible if you've ever watched the show Friends to get confused because they convey the image, the emotion very well, and that is what he's trying to say. They're very transparent in what they're doing. Not only are they transparent in the actions or the intentionality of the writing, but they're transparent because they use the value of language well, and so they value not only the portrayal, but they value the instance of the looker of you or not who would view the show. So I just took off the we're not going to be listening. I just want to get that point across real quick how that is what Malcolm Gladwell does in his work. And he looks deeply, focuses deeply on simple topics, talking to strangers, the friends fallacy. So he has these points and he's solving mysteries in the middle of what he's doing. Um, I think I like the way that this is looking right now. So you guys can see me, and then you can see nothing. And I kind of like that idea behind this show. The closer I get to the screen, the better I feel like I look to you guys. So maybe I start need to start reading things off of the screen like this, and that will probably help the podcast thrive a little bit more because not only can you see me well, but you can see what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to be me. Humans at the Ocean Science Podcast, host Kavaski Irvin. This is the Humming Podcast. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for being an active listener. If it was and it did came down to me reading these things for you, then that will be blessed. But it's bigger than that. It's bigger than just you and me reading. What this is actually about is getting others to see the ideas and things that we enjoy. I enjoy these things, you enjoy these things, but do we have the attention beneath the distractions, above the distractions, so that we can educate? I have an important role to not only excite you guys, but to deliver well to you guys, because you need that from me. You deserve that deliverance just as well as those things are delivered to you guys when it comes to what is inappropriate in your life, what distracts you. I want to deliver something that is appropriate and that is not a distraction, but something that is engaging and worth your time. Humming Podcast, I pray, will be worth your time. So thank you for listening in. I'm not going to keep too much of your time. This has been amazing. I enjoy this, doing this with you guys, doing this for you guys. And I got to be up super early in the morning, so I got to rest. I'll talk to you guys later. This is the Humming Podcast signing out. Bye-bye.